loves, welcome back to the channel. This is Anya Light here. Okay, I am feeling into the collective, and what I'm getting is that you are, this is a love reading. This is a romance reading. So if you're going through something with a potential lover, this reading is for you. What I'm getting, what I'm feeling into is there's someone that's like creating a bit of a spark for you. You had just recently met this person and you're not really sure where it's going. The energy I'm picking up on is like excitement, hope, possibility. This is not beer, by the way. This is my favorite spring water. I love the blue bottle because I feel like it adds like the color blue like helps to raise the vibration of the water. Anyway, yeah, so I'm feeling like you're just kind of reflecting on where this might be going, and like kind of like you're getting your hopes up a little bit and you like that feeling, but you're also like, I just met this person and I'm trying to be rational and protect my emotions and kind of like not go overboard with, excitement because I just met this person. So let's feel into the cards and see what is going on for you with this new connection. This is exciting. Yeah. Whatever happens with this person, I'm getting like really good vibes. Like whether this turns out to be friendship in the long run or romance, it's feeling really good to me. Let's see what the cards have to say. The Sun, one of the most uplifting cards in the tarot. The Sun is about coming into light after a dark period. So maybe you have just gone through like some really intense stuff, some shadow work, a period of like grieving, a period of loss, a period of like just where it felt like things weren't going your way in the universe, like lots of tests and challenges, almost like overwhelming feeling I'm getting, like, can I catch a break? Like maybe this period was going on for a few months. For most of you out there, I feel like it was a few months at least of this dark period. And again, this is a timeless reading here, so like dates don't matter. So whatever date that I post this on YouTube doesn't matter because when you find this reading, it's meant for you. But the sense I'm getting is like you've just come through a dark period, a difficult chapter in your life, we'll put it that way. And like this person represents the sun to you, represents like a breath of fresh air. That's great. I'm excited for you. What else can we know and talk about with this person? Oh, let's ask, what is this person's character? What is this person's character? What is this person's character? This person is very spiritually wise, the Hierophant. They're strong, disciplined, orderly, smart. Well, those are good things. But the main thing I'm picking up there is that this person is a very spiritually inclined person. And maybe, just maybe, you have been taken like you're not used to that in your connections. Maybe you have been accustomed to connections that with people that maybe don't seem as spiritually or as intuitive as you are. So maybe you're like, oh, like this is a person that maybe can meet me where I'm at spiritually, which is so amazing. Okay, 5 of Wands. So this feels like energy from the past, conflict from the past, relationships not working out in the way that you would hoped. I mean, like, disappointment in the past. Again, it relates back to that spiritual piece of like, you were craving and wanting someone who had more spiritual depth, and people just were not delivering it. Repeatedly, people were not delivering to you what you wanted. 519 on the timer. Someone has a special number with 519. So like that left a lot of disappointment. So like you're like, oh, this person like actually seems like on my level spiritually. Wow, good for you. Let's see what else. Okay, so this person's feeling really good. Any shadows, anything we should know about with this person, things maybe they haven't revealed to you. Every relationship has like downsides and challenges. So what might be is there anything in this person's character that we should know about up front? Like maybe that's not so savory or pleasant. Okay, so this person sometimes struggles with self-doubt, like overthinking things. Sometimes they're too much up in their head. They're just too much with thinking. In the traditional tarot, this is the 5 of Swords. In this deck, it's called the comparison card. But basically the theme across those two cards is like this energy of like overthinking. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. And I'm sure you experience periods of your life where you overthink things as well. So yeah, that's something to note about this person. Sometimes they struggle with self-doubt and overthinking. Yeah. Is there anything else that this person might struggle with or that we need to know about this person? Okay. So courage in reverse. Sometimes they lack courage to really fully manifest what they desire. Yeah, sometimes they get stuck in indecision, and it goes back to that self-doubt thing. But they're working on it. The sense that I get is they're working on it. They know that this is an aspect of their psyche that is an issue. It's not good. It's a problem for them. And so they are aware of it. Oh, that's good. And they are actively working on it. Okay, cool. That's good. I'm going to pause here. Oh, wait, one more card, and then I'll pause. I want to share something really exciting with you guys. I want to know if there is a past lifetime connection with this person. Like, do you guys know each other from past lives? Or is this like completely blank slate situation? Yeah. You guys were married in many previous incarnations. Ooh. Wow. In your most previous incarnation, at least in terms of linear time, the linear time of the universe, which it's a whole other subject. Time is a bit relative, but we'll just say for the purpose of telling this story of your soul, that in the most previous incarnation is a very positive relationship. You were married. You didn't live where you live now on the planet. You lived somewhere far away from where you live now. That's interesting. You both kind of long to go back to that place together, wherever that was at in that other lifetime. Wherever you were living was more suited to your souls, both of your souls. So it's kind of like where you're living now feels a little awkward or uncomfortable or like just not quite right, not quite ideal. And you're kind of both longing to go back there. This may be a subconscious thought rather than a conscious one, or maybe you're both aware of it as well. Wow, depth. And there's depth, real depth to this connection. There's real goodness here, real potential. Where did that card go? I lost it. Anyway, it was the possibilities card. I lost it. It's this. The card was possibilities card is about, like having an expansive view. So something about this connection, something that's about this relationship, like opens both of your hearts to like more a feeling of more possibility. You know how sometimes in life we can get a bit like boxed in to like, oh, this is the limits of what I can experience right here. This is the boundary, right? When in reality, we do not have boundaries to what we can experience. It's infinite, it's limitless. And, you know, I always say like that the spiritual sages teach us that there's always room to grow. You know, there's always room to awaken further. This journey of awakening doesn't end. So anyway, so this connection like kind of puts you guys into this like feeling of like, whoa. Yeah, whoa. That's a good word to describe this connection. It makes you guys go, whoa. Whoa. Because then it's like you're both like feeling these expanded possibilities for what you could experience in this life. Wow, that's great. Okay, so here's the good news that I'm really excited to share with you guys. So today's video is a little bit different because normally in the description box below, I have a whole bunch of information about cool stuff. Today, it's very specific because I want you guys to come away from this video with one message. And I promise I'll get back to the tarot reading in just a moment. Just give me a minute to share this. I just have a link. I have a second YouTube channel that I have launched. Oh my gosh. It's called Spirit Guide Tarot. I commit to you to publish multiple times a week on that channel and just to walk through life together, walk through this journey together, to give you a space to go to when you're feeling confused or you just want some empathy, some support. I'm here. This channel, Spirit Guide Tarot, is completely dedicated to tarot readings. That is what you will find on that channel. So while this channel here has like a mix of things, you know, I talk about Reiki and yoga and meditation and all these different things, kind of many things. But this new channel, super excited. So if you could, I would really appreciate if you went to the new channel, hit subscribe and start following me on that channel. Okay, back to the regularly scheduled reading. So how do we go from here? What's next for you guys? I need my other deck. What's in the immediate future? There is really no future that's set in stone. So let me rephrase that. What is a very strong possibility? It's better for what is next for you guys to experience. Ooh, Ace of Wands, a lot of passion coming through. New beginnings, feeling deep emotions, strengthening the connection. What else? I'm also getting this feeling like the Ace of Wands card really represents your energy right now. It's like you're just like turning over a whole new leaf in your life. And this person represents that newness, that he, some of you it's a he, some of you it's a she. We'll say they. They represent it's like their energy was pulled in because of this. So you made a decision recently in your life that changed the trajectory of your life. Let's like take a pause talking about the relationship for just a moment and like follow this train of thought here. So you made a decision recently that took you out of some kind of old paradigm of victimhood. What was that all about? You chose to focus on yourself. You chose to focus on your healing and self-care, basically. The star is all about that. It's like taking the time to heal, slowing down, loving yourself, self-love. So that decision pulled this person into your orbit because that person matches the vibration of healing. They're not like discordant from what you're trying to achieve with your healing journey, with your spiritual awakening journey. They're actually a direct match and reflection to that. I'm sorry if sometimes I don't like look at you here in the camera, but I have sometimes when I channel, I'm standing in front of this big window and it just helps to like look outside and kind of let my eyes wander. It's interesting. I see visions more clearly and easily with my eyes open when I'm channeling for YouTube. I don't know why. Anyway, I'm sorry if I'm not always looking at you. Hello, I love you. Sometimes I'm looking up and around, and that's why I'm like seeing things. Okay, so you brought in like this new version of yourself, Ace of Wands, Star, priority and self-care. You set boundaries. You got clarity on what doesn't serve you anymore. And this person is now manifesting in your life as a direct result of that decision that you made. Awesome. Good for you. Okay. So like, where this relationship is going. Wow. Queen of Pentacles. So more financial abundance, more peace, more calm, more just ease. I'm getting that this relationship is not only bringing like emotional and spiritual growth, but also like practical growth, material growth, more abundance in your life, like more money, more resources, more. Ooh, that's fun. Yeah, and I'm getting the strong message to not push that away. Because, okay, so, and when we're in the spiritual journey, like, we can sometimes almost sabotage ourselves because when money gets involved, it can bring up a whole lot of stuff, right? Feelings of unworthiness. It can bring up old karmic patterns from past lifetimes. You know, for me, for example, like I've been on this like long healing journey with money, because the past lifetimes that I can most remember, that are most vivid to me in my mind, are the ones where I was a monk, a nun, a sadhu, an ascetic. Like, I just, in so many incarnations, I just said, F this silly, stupid financial system, F money, I don't care. I'm just gonna like completely disengage from that nonsense and kind of go in an opposite direction. So for many of my lifetimes, I lived without using money. You know, I'd sit outside of temples with my begging bowl and people would, you know, throw food into it every now and then, or they would give me donations, but like I wouldn't earn it at a job. It would just people would give me money and then I'd buy food. So anyway, so many of you out there have probably had similar past incarnations. If you're resonating with me specifically, you probably do because we're on the same kind of wavelength. We're in the same like collective energy, the same soul pod, as Ram Dass used to say. We're in the same soul pod, so it's likely that you've had that experience in your past lifetimes too. So just to say that, because anyway, when this person, like, the feeling I'm getting from this relationship, like more money is coming into your life with this person. Maybe they're wealthy, maybe they're generous in ways that you haven't experienced before. So like, not to block that, sometimes we can self-sabotage beautiful things when they come into our lives because, yeah, just for different reasons. So just to be aware of that. Is there anything else that we need to know about this connection going forward? 1944 on the timer. Okay, so in the past, you may have, like, people have disappointed you greatly, is what I'm picking up. Like, past Lots of people. Wow. You've had a lot of trauma in your life, a lot of disappointment. So, like, don't have your guard too much up with this person. Like, it's natural and normal to, like, you know, observe someone and their behavior, but like your instinct of like the Queen of Swords is very much like setting boundaries. She's like, no, biatch, you're not gonna come through. Nobody's gonna come through to my sacred space, right? It's a very intense energy of self-preservation, which is great. And we all need a little bit of this Queen of Swords in our life, but we can sometimes take it too far. And then like almost like get a bit paranoid, right? When something good comes into our life, it just makes us feel paranoid because we're like, well, all these people in the past screwed me over, so like, why would it be different this time, right? We get like a self-defeating prophecy kind of a mode. So this Queen of Swords is gently encouraging you to not be that way and to just like let this unfold naturally, slowly, in, you know, with patience. Don't rush this connection. Like this connection is sacred and there's no need to hurry. What I'm hearing is like, watch it unfold in its proper timing. And be patient, and all will be revealed in time, and enjoy it. Let me pull one more card. Is there anything else for my beautiful viewers? They should know about this connection. Oh my God. Did you see I just shuffled the deck and I got the Queen of Swords again? Okay. Double confirmation, exclamation point here. Okay. So that's one of the things I love about tarot. It's like, you can't fake this. This is just real. This is happening. So we're going to underline what I just said, which is, don't be too guarded. You can be a little guarded, of course. Like, you should be a little guarded with anyone new that you meet. You can observe someone with, you know, just observe as you get to know them, but kind of like going into a different mode with this person, reflective, being aware of like, this is different. This is a different kind of connection than what you're used to. Ooh, I'm excited for you. That's great. Okay, I hope this was helpful for you guys. Again, description box below, link for my new YouTube channel, Spirit Guide Tarot. So excited to share with you there. This is just my heart pouring out to you. You know, I've gone through a lot of phases in my career as a spiritual guide. You know, I went through a phase of teaching Hatha Yoga. I went through a phase of teaching Reiki. Not that I have stopped doing those things. I still do those things, but like where the focus, you know, was on those things primarily. I went through a phase of really being like obsessed with being a life coach. I still do that too. But like right now, it is about tarot. I am being called, it's fun. I've had many incarnations where I've done this professionally, and it just feels so natural and normal to me. So I'm really embracing this chapter in my life of tarot, and I just want to share with you guys. And I hope that you're going to receive some benefit from that. Okay, I love you. I'll see you on Spirit Guide Tarot channel, and make sure to subscribe so we can stay connected over there as well. And I love you so much. Okay, take good care. See you soon. See you soon in the next video. Bye.